Tuesday, I'm fading.
Goodbye, Ruby Tuesday.
Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday's gone with the wind.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Sony on Monday released the first trailer for the upcoming film about the late Fred Rogers, entitled A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. In the teaser, school children sing to Rogers on the subway, and we see Tom Hanks dressed as the children's television host on the set of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. The film is loosely based on a 1998 Esquire article by Tom Junod about the effect Rogers' optimistic kindness had on millions of people and the initially skeptical journalist himself. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood aired for 31 seasons before coming to an end in 2001. Rogers died in 2003. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood comes to theaters in November. David Spade's new show, Lights Out with David Spade, premieres July 29th on Comedy Central. Yesterday on Good Morning America, Spade talked about the show.
So tell us about the new show, Lights Out with David Spade.
Lights Out. It's in a week. It's basically... It's sort of, it's sort of a panel show. It's a little like this. I sit with 3 comedians every week. I do a quick little monologue, and then we talk about what's going on in sort of Hollywood or current events, or maybe a little bit of sports. But
no politics.
No
though, right?
politics. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot doing it. There's probably 9 hosts doing it, and they're all doing it better than me. And I just feel like I never really talk about that in my act, in my stand-up. So I just wanted to talk about. Also, it starts sometimes arguments with people watching or in the audience or when you're at home, and I don't love that. I just want to keep it the way I've kept it from my shows. I need every fan. I don't split them right away.
Good morning, everyone. I'm J.J. Reynolds. I'll be speaking on behalf of my client, Leonardo DiCaprio. And first off the bat, he's not here. Now, as many of you know, he's voluntarily surrendered millions of dollars of gifts, including a Picasso, one of Marlon Brando's Oscars, a famous photograph, and more, and is working with the Justice Department during their ongoing investigation into money laundering that he had nothing to do with. And to further prove his innocence and his willingness to help out, he is also making these items available. These are things ex-girlfriends left at his house after he broke up with them. Claire Danes sunscreen, Helena Christensen's Victoria's Secret wings, Liv Tyler's Overbite retainer, Giselle Bundchen's t-shirt that said, "I can wrap my legs around you twice," Ashley Roberts' Pussycat doll costume tail, and even Leo's current girlfriend. He is offering, what? Hold on. Oh, she's out? All right, she's out, but it was another pair of Victoria's Secret wings. All right, no questions. And no, he's not giving up the bare bodysuit from The Revenant. No.
Donald Trump once suggested a black versus white season of The Apprentice, which NBC promptly turned down. Why would they turn down TV gold like that, asked the KKK. Some dude in Belgium tried to set a world record and sat on the toilet for 5 days, or as Trump calls that, executive time. Ivanka Trump called the United Kingdom the United Kingston. Clearly, the apple doesn't fall too far from the dipshit. Last night's massive rainstorm caused flooding throughout New York City. It's okay because rowing a boat to the Upper West Side is still quicker than taking the A train. Meanwhile, New York State just became the first to ban the declawing of cats, which is great news for cats and absolutely fantastic news for New York's furniture reupholsterers. On Monday, India launched a rocket to the moon. On Mondays, I'm happy if I can make it out the door. In Ohio, a Grand Champion Prize-winning lamb at the county fair was stripped of its title after it tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. The drug has many names, but it's most commonly referred to on the street as Bo Peep. The Hollywood Reporter claims that on the set of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the crew were not allowed to make eye contact with Leonardo DiCaprio. That sounds about right for a guy who preaches against climate change, then takes his private helicopter to his private yacht. 2 German tourists were caught making their morning coffee atop Venice's oldest bridge. They were kicked out of the city and fined $1,000. That must have been some pretty horrible coffee. Time for Nobody Gives a Arkansas is set to outlaw calling veggie burgers a veggie burger. That from a state where a wife can still be called a cousin. Hey, backwards ass Arkansas. Nobody gives a A Long Island family found a baby alligator swimming in their pool. Meanwhile, the alligator's parents were using the grill in the jacuzzi. Hey, weird family gatherings. Nobody gives a And a Georgia woman fired a gun inside a McDonald's after receiving cold fries. To be fair, this is the proper protocol to file a customer complaint in Georgia. Hey, rednecks, nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live, starring Frank D'Angelo, Tuesdays and Thursdays for NSS Live.